All right, peace and blessings. Welcome to the Queen Juicy Shake Show. I am your self-esteem host, no other than Queen Juicy Shake. And welcome our team family. Give it up for Yams with the capital Z. We have Kool-Aid with the capital C. And we have Slav with the capital PPP. Welcome, welcome,
What's up? What's
everyone.
up? What's up? What's up?
All right, all right. So we are coming in. It's Wellness Wednesday. And tonight, with our team family, we always open up with some positive affirmations.
Yes, we do.
So we're going to start off with our beautiful yams coming to the mic.
I do not want because I have.
I do not want because I do not.
No, I do because I have.
Okay, got you. All right. Slat.
I am a mountain.
I am a mountain. All right. Well, moi. I am energy. Yeah, I am energy. We did lose our awesome Kool-Aid. Hopefully he will be back. So if you are joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is our first ever live across all our social media platforms as well as Spotify. So congratulations and welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are on, if you are coming on, and if you come on later, we definitely will see you. So we will be once Kool-Aid comes back, we will have it where he will still have his affirmations. So we always still like to give everybody their opportunity. However, we are going to talk about an amazing discussion. Are you queens and kings ready?
Woo!
So, here he goes. He's back. He's back. All right, Kool-Aid, welcome back.
Come back.
What's going
So
on?
Kool-Aid, we were finishing going through our affirmations. So we're going to share with your affirmation. What's your affirmation, Kool-Aid? Did you freeze?
I think he froze.
Oh my heavens. He froze yet again. Anywho, we will be back with his affirmation. So we are going to open up with our, let's see. Can you hear us?
Get
I
on
Kool-Aid?
am
the
present.
wave.
Ah.
Come back. Come back.
Say that one more time, King Forge. You are.
It's choppy.
Yeah, you might have to go. Yeah, so he's having some reception issues, but he will definitely be back. All right, but we are going to open up now with our topic or discussion that we decided to read and well not read but just look at and pay attention to and focus on. So Queen, would you love to share with us what we have, our documentary that we watched?
Yeah. So we watched The Black Godfather.
The Black
It's
Godfather.
about Clarence Avant, who I've seen his face before, but I didn't know how intricate he was. Not just the music world, but honestly, in just America in general. Literally, the guy is friends with presidents, and he helped get pretty much all black politicians, you know what I'm saying, into office. Anyone that is black or white or Native American, whatever, they just know him, and he's like he really is the Godfather, but best way. He helps people. I was like, I want to be Clarence when I grow up. Like, I want to be the person that I always kind of want to be the person that people could come to if they had trouble. And I think it's beautiful that not only is he there for people, but people were there for him when he was in trouble. Um, and that he he's a success story. It's not about, oh, he was doing this and then he was killed. He was doing this and then, some
Right.
big scandal that a lot of our men go through is either a big scandal or they're killed. And he is just a beautiful story about against the odds being a pillar for not just Black America, but just America in general. And I love his personality. He's like, what the heck? Well, he cusses and stuff, but he's just like the most confident, humble person that I hope to epitomize when I'm also old. So, yeah.
All right, Kool-Aid is back. There we go. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, it sounds better now. Awesome. So we were just discussing the documentary, and we were waiting so graciously for your presence because you did say I am present. So we wanted to make sure you are present as well. Um, Yams was given just a brief description of her feel and energy of this wonderful documentary. However, Kool-Aid, you also picked out this amazing documentary. So can you share a little bit more on what made you pick this out and your discovery through it?
No, I
You picked it out, Yams?
yeah, I picked it.
Okay, you know what? You Kool-Aid picked the one of the last ones.
Which re
You know
The
what? Because
Godfather,
which
Black
doc
yeah,
Godfather.
the Godfather, right? Because you stated that you had seen it already. Yes. Okay. So tell me, what's your experience from this documentary? I think you froze again. Kool Aid, we can't hear you.
He's gonna have to
Aren't you?
wrong
Yeah.
Black Father.
All right. So slap onto you, King.
Okay, well, it really made a lot of sense because the music that I was hearing that he was responsible for was used in a lot of new songs. It was a lot of stuff that a lot of artists that he worked with that they remade some of the songs that um, you know were being played, and they were classics. They were hits, and I understand now why they used those music. And it was just like, they had the opportunity to watch the music go from band material to computerized material, and that just really bridged a whole gap. Like, this guy was just everything. He was everything. I didn't even know about the guy, and for somebody to be so influential and behind the scenes is just phenomenal. And I guess you really don't know who is behind the scenes with all of these celebrities and all of this stuff, but you know they were saying he's a star, like stars
Mm-hmm.
look up to certain people that are able to change things and be able to manage, and be able to, I guess, have people do things. His opinion really mattered that much. They basically was like, well, what does he say?
Right.
and to be that influential is really, it's a big step. It's a lot.
Yeah, I really liked it, the documentary. Yams, thank you so much for picking it out. It really, first of all, I had to watch it like 3 to 4 times. So again, I'll take my time really to sit and, watch something really worth watching and it's interesting. And when I'm sitting there and I'm like, dude, like I felt like slap. Like I didn't even know about this dude. And I'm like, he was in everything. His hand was with everybody. Like everybody knew his name. And it was just really great to see just the lives that he's touched, and no matter, even when Snoop came on, I was like, hey, Snoop, like, then when my boo came on, Jamie Foxx, I was like, oh my God. I was like, yo, who ain't nobody tell me my husband was gonna be in here? It was like 7 of my husbands in here, and I was like, yo,
Wow.
it was really interesting to watch it, to really be engaged with it, and to just really know that I'm not the only one out here. You're not the only ones. Like we're not the only ones out here just really providing a place and a space for just people to be themselves. So it was just really interesting to see that. So congratulations, Gina. Woo, 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 woo. Right. So one thing I wanted to share before we go forward, Yams, um, is there something that in that movie or the documentary that like really spoke out with you?
Um, Something that really spoke out with me. Well, I really like that he was just able to walk in to the president's office and be like, not even about himself, but on the behalf of someone else, and be like, you are going to do this with this other person, like for your company. This is your company, but I'm telling you what to do with your
Yeah,
company because I think that it's right. And I was like, I feel seen. Like our because coming from a Christian standpoint, your things are not your things, God's
right,
things. And so it's like your mission is always to just uh get people to see God in you.
right.
I really feel like the way he touched people, I don't know his thing like that, but I do know that he really showed people who God is, because literally what God does is he'll tell someone else to do something and it doesn't really benefit them, but they just have to do it because it's for another person and ultimately it's like for his glory, right? And I was just like, he would just do things because he's like, okay, everything's about numbers, everything's just about money, but he really does care about people. And the way that he shows that he cares about people is giving people their monetary worth or fighting for their monetary worth. And that really does show how someone sees your value, because we live in a monetary world. And so the way that he would fight for people to be paid what they're and given jobs, whether they were in the know-how or not, that really struck me, because when we are in positions like that, that's what we're supposed to do.
I agree. I definitely agree. Kool-Aid, you are back with us.
Yes, yes. I had to switch
Oh,
my phone up.
that sounds better. Awesome.
Yeah, I
Woo,
mean,
woo.
I'm cutting the Wi-Fi on and off. You know what I mean? I'm
You're
on.
like, I think this thing really work. I just paid
yeah,
my bill
yeah,
this month.
yeah. Y'all
Yo,
wouldn't
Right.
believe it.
I
Y'all wouldn't believe it, but y'all sound like chipmunks.
we sound like chickmunks.
That's because you're supposed to be home and you're not home. That's why.
Yo,
Yeah,
it sounds so hilarious.
yeah.
Well,
You
maybe.
well, you know what's funnier? You are a chipmunk.
Oh, nah, he giving me Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle vibes right now.
Yo,
No, he giving me
yo,
Raphael right now. I don't know.
yeah, them shades is funky, man. Them Jones is like they from
Yeah.
like the 70s, man. That's some old A man. What's going on? A
He got
man,
the slap head. You see, he got the slap
A
head.
man.
What's going on?
It's groovy, man. Everything is real groovy.
He's
Everything
still
real
good,
groovy right
man.
now.
He was inspired by the documentary.
I
So
feel
Ah,
like he was. I feel
okay.
like he was. Yes. That was a compliment. Look at your face. He's looking really like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Kool-Aid, what did you think of the documentary? The Black
Yo,
Godfather.
I don't. That's another one I watched like 3 times. Clarence Avant. Yo, I mean, basically, he was a kingmaker. This guy made people famous. You know what I mean? He was the guy behind the scenes that put everybody together. You know what I mean? Like you seen that one part where it had, everybody that was associated to him, and he start drawing the lines out, and they showing you all the connections, all the people and relationships. That's deep, man. That's deep. Like he basically mentored at a certain time all of Black Hollywood.
mm.
Yeah, yeah. It was like really interesting to just watch it and just see like just really all the lives that he's just connected together. Like, and they were in all different ethnicities, like all different, brackets in life. They was from rap to Caucasian to no matter what it was, short, fat, tall, skinny. It just was like in every part of it. So it was really interesting to see that, you know. Kool-Aid. Is there something inside of that documentary that you feel like, stuck out to you the most? Like out of everything in that entire thing, like one thing.
I think I don't know. Not one thing kind of stood out to me. I don't know. You know what? You know what? What stood out to me is that you know he had moments where he was like worried about like when his boss had him move to LA or Hollywood. He was kind of worried about that. But it's kind of funny because he said he just went out there, and it was, a house was already out there for him. Everything was
Mhm.
already set up. All he had to do was go out there and do his thing. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? He was
Right.
so valuable to the industry at that time that he just had to be there. They just wanted him to be in that area because they knew as soon as he showed up, he was going to improve people's lives. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So I think that's what stood out to me. And then he said, I think like Yams was referring to is he was always talking about everything is about numbers.
Yeah.
Everything is numbers
Yeah. From the beginning to the end. Yeah.
from the beginning to the end. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I think in my mind, I think what he was referring to is how, you know, things are like algorithms. You know what I'm saying? And you put together some kind of system and it works. Something that you put together it's just like numbers. It's just like math. You know what I mean? Just like an algorithm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like us, it's four of us. Look, it's the numbers.
Us.
Two women, two men, two queens, two kings. Yes.
Right
Mhm.
on. Right on.
Slat, what was the one thing that stood out for you in this documentary?
Oh, you muted. He muted. He don't know he muted.
Hit it again. Still
Fucking,
music. There we go.
huh?
Go ahead. We hear you. Say it again.
Yeah, the fact that he was so well spoken of, and that so many influential people had nothing but great things to say about him. You know what I mean? It wasn't like there was any drama connected to his name, you know, and that for somebody to have that much going for them, he didn't even. I don't even think he really like played music or sang or did anything, but like just to have that much pull, is just amazing.
Yeah. He was the tool. He's the tool. He's the, like his connections, the way he bring people together is a connection to him. So that was like his tool to, where Yams, her tool may be, her beautiful singing voice, which by the way, y'all, she sounds so operish. Okay, like she sounds like a, like I love it. Like stay tuned, you will always see her singing. I promise you. So I feel like it's just those tools within those, it helps brighten the world just a smidge. I know my favorite part, honestly, was two things. It was one because how he was sharing inside the car when he was going to see the houses, and he was like, they giving me all this to do this and to do that," and he like, "Well, shucks." He was like, "I don't know nothing." He was like, "I'm not saying nothing. I don't know nothing." And I like that because he was just really honest. He was honest. He shared that some people called him the Godfather, how other people, cuss him out and call him so many other names. And I just really like the fact that he was certain and he was true and he knew what he was doing. So those things stood out for me. Um, yeah, that's about it. Anything else we need to discuss about this amazing documentary?
Hope I get to meet. Is he still alive? He's still alive, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Feel like
He's
he is.
he's still alive. Unfortunately, he lost his wife not too long ago. So
No.
yeah,
Oh no,
Dang.
we gotta write them. Clarence Avon, listen, we gotta give you a hug or something, or just say hey to you, peace and blessings. Giving you some healing along your journey. Oh
Yeah.
wow.
I really liked her. Um, I also like, before we close with it, I want to say I like him as a family man too. Usually with great men like that, we don't really know what he's like. Well, usually they're not really the greatest parents or something like that. Like they always sometimes have to neglect their family because they have so much to do for their job. But
Right.
it was evident that they really loved and respected him, and he did make time for them. I felt for the son. I felt that he would like more time for his dad, like just for himself. I can see it's hard for him to have to share him with the world, but that he understands, and also that he's compared to him in a unique way that his sister isn't, because you know girls just don't have the same kind of expectation, even though they're both his children.
Right.
So um I hope that confident in who he is himself and not being defined by being his son, because I can imagine that's hard.
Yeah, it is. I'm sure it is. Yeah. Um, I wonder, like really how close is their relationship? Like do they text a lot, or just a little bit, or because I know when I'm around my daughter, sometimes it's like it'll be that point where we won't text, and then out of nowhere we texting like extremely a lot, and then it's like I find out that my kid is like making me feel this sense of love that, me being on the road and doing things, it keep me busy, but it always keeps me on that why to know, why I'm doing this and that. It's just that bubble to know that my kids still appreciate and, can still understand, but still, still got to play both parts, So it's a give and take thing out here in the world. So if we are done with our this part right here of our documentary, we have some discussions. And it's here in my hat. And it's here. So you guys have to pick a number from 1 to 100. If the number that you pick is in here, we'll briefly talk about it. If it's not in here, it's still being uploaded. So, and then you have to pick another one. All right, so from 1 to 100.
64.
All right, so let's see. 64. Let's find it. So we have 22. And while you guys are waiting, I want you to pick out a number as well.
You got it, Slap.
All right, 64 is not in here. All right, so you got to pick another number.
94.
Oh, I just seen 94 too. Ha. All right, so we got 94. All right, what about you, Kool-Aid?
22.
22. That's a good number, Kool-Aid. And Yams? Yams. Pick out another number.
Huh? Oh,
Pick out another.
52.
52. All right, so we have. All right, so we have that one. All right. So we have, do you really need to have a purpose? Is silence a lie, or is talking the truth too much to dissect? And what's more valuable, the journey or the goal? So out of
Mm,
them, we picking out one topic.
I like the last one.
What's more valuable, the journey or the goal?
Yeah.
All right. Are we all in agreement of this topic?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All
Yes.
right. All right. So, Yams, I want you to start it off. What's more valuable, the journey or the goal?
The journey. Always the journey.
The journey. All right. What about you, Kool-Aid?
Yeah, I agree with Yams. It's about the journey.
All right. What about you, Slap?
Can you repeat the question? Because y'all sound like chipmunks.
What's more valuable, the journey or the goal?
What's more valuable, the who or the who?
What's more valuable, the journey or the goal?
Oh, the journey.
The journey. Okay, so what made you all give me your answers?
Because what's the goal? Like, um, each step towards the goal makes the goal. You know, like when I set a goal and then I like go towards it, I realize about it's not even about that goal. It's about really leaving behind something else, moving towards something greater. Because sometimes you'll say, "Oh, I want this specific thing," And so you start moving towards that and you realize that was truly never the goal. That was also just a step
Mm,
towards something else, because when you set a goal, it doesn't it's like even if you get there, it doesn't end. You have to quote set a new goal. So
yes.
that's why I'm like, what is a goal? It's just a way for you to see where you've come from, where you're going. It's all about.
Mm. That's deep, Queen. She better say that. I keep telling y'all when y'all come to the Queen Juicy Shake show, make sure y'all have 2 to 7, 8, 12 pens, okay? In case 7 of them run out, you might have to jot down some gems because these queens and kings always have something valuable to share. So, what about you, Kool-Aid? What made you share your answer?
Well, I always thought, well, I don't know. When you look at it, the goal is always something that's somewhere far away from you. You know what I mean? It's something that you got to get to. You know what I mean? And usually when you get there, then anybody, when you achieve your goals, once you're there, it's like, all right, now what's next?
Right,
You know what I mean? I mean, if you set a goal, it you get motivation, and you want to, when you get up, you want to strive to get to it. So in a way, it's like it drives you. But again, once you get there, and it's like, all right, it only lasts for a minute. Once you get it, you
right.
know what I mean. Once the squirrel gets the nut, it's like, what's next? I
There
gotta
goes
get. I gotta. I
there
gotta
go
go
the
get
beat.
another one. Yeah, but
Right.
any, just going through the process is, when you think about it, that's where you get all the joy from. You know what I mean? And being present. You know what I'm saying? Because this is it, really. So,
Like your affirmation, I am present. What about you, Slat?
Yeah, I was taught. I learned that you have to enjoy the journey. You have to look at it and say, you know what, 'cause we're fickle. We're human. So you might be like, oh, I wanted to be cold. I wanted to be cold today. It mess around be cold today, and you like, nah, I wanted to be hot. Or you say, oh, I like this girl, but no, I like this girl instead. So I mean, it's like whatever goal you find or whatever goal you after, 9 times out of 10, it's going to change. You're not even going to really, once you get it, you probably going to be like, oh, that's it. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't enjoy every day of your life, and you're just so stressed out over trying to achieve something, that 9 times out of 10, you're not even going to appreciate it once you get it.
Hmm. You said you're not even going to appreciate it once you get it. You better say that. I think it's both of them, kind of like, I know for me, I definitely love both. I love the goal because the goal help keeps me consistent. However, I really enjoy the journey. I enjoy the journey because it's those moments that helps get me to the next moment and to the next moment. And I'm just appreciative for every moment that I get. So I really enjoy both of them. I enjoy the goal. It helps me to remember, and to not just kind of like derail and forget whatever else I was doing. So it kind of keeps me on track. And then I love it because it's just like not that many people get blessed to get up and do something that they really love to do. And so if you can have both of them, why not have both of them?
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. But the question says, the journey or the goal. So you
No,
gotta,
it said what's
gotta.
more valuable?
What's more valuable,
What's more valuable, the journey or
the
the goal?
journey or the
And I
goal?
said both. Both. Because I need the goal to get me through my journey.
That's
If
not
I,
how it works, Queen. You have to choose. What's it doesn't mean what's more. It doesn't mean both aren't viable.
All right, so this is when I'm getting too deep. All right, let me get on the surface. Hold on. All right, so if I had to really choose,
Shit.
I would say the journey. I say the
Woo!
journey. Yes, the journey. Okay, if I had to pick one, the journey.
Was that so hard? Was that so
Yes,
hard?
yes, it was. It was extremely difficult. It really was. It was extremely difficult.
All right, all right.
So, next we're going to go into our Yams and her amazing music. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Hey. So today we're going to talk about the song "Wonderful" by Leanne LaHavis.
Okay.
Um, Leanne is a Black British singer. She took the world by storm when she was only 23. Um, she was on, I think, Britain's Got Talent or something like that. She was definitely like got it by Simon. So I think it's one of his shows. I think it was Britain Got Talent or something like that. And the girl just has this beautiful, just beautiful, haunting yet calming voice. And her lyrics are so poetic. They're so lovely and poetic. I want to talk about the song "Wonderful," and I don't know how the rules are on here. Like, can I play some of it or no? No, you're muted. I can't hear.
I feel like you can just still do it, and I mean, I don't know because we're now streaming on all the different platforms, so I don't really know. But I feel like if so, just play a little bit, and then when it's on Spotify, I'll just connect the song on to this audio.
Okay. Uh, play. Oop. She acting like she don't play. She don't want to play. Then it won't matter.
Oh, okay. Look, I'm like, okay.
All right. I'll do the lyrics. The world get a little bit colder, not wiser, just a little bit older. So slow that we're bound to fall over. Oh, did the heart grow a little bit harder? Too much, too late, too far, too gone. But wasn't it kind of wonderful? Wasn't it kind of wonderful, baby? Wasn't it kind of wonderful, wonderful? So that's the first verse. Sorry, I'm getting over COVID, guys. So sorry,
Yeah, feeling some light, some love, some healing, and some energy, Queen.
but um, I just love how she starts it out because immediately I think of winter, you know, and I think of seasons. I think of time. I think of change. And as we go through seasons in, yes, relationships, but like just in our life, it's interesting how she says, did we get, did the world get a little bit colder? Not wiser, just a little bit older. How many old people you know that are stupid?
Oh wow.
I know.
It's like, oh, wow, you will never learn, huh? You just will never learn that lesson. You're just gonna keep doing what you're doing. All right.
You're 107. Keep going.
Keep keep going. That makes me think that's what it makes me think of. Um and then she says, so slow that we're bound to fall over. And that makes me think of like, you ever like have moved so slow that you're like, am I falling? That's
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 me
So,
every day. That's me every day.
that's you every day. Nah, Kool-Aid, you are lying.
That's me
Yeah,
every.
y'all sound like monsters now.
Dude, that's your phone. That's that. Listen, that's that iPhone.
Nah, that's
Oh
his.
my god, y'all sound like big Igors.
Wow. Thank you.
That's how powerful we are. That's how powerful we are. We coming on social media sounding like "Rawr." What?
So
Go
today,
ahead, Queen.
no, yeah. So I'm like, anyway.
I ain't messing with Flair. I ain't got time for him talking sound like the zoo. Go ahead, girl.
Yo, I'm tripping right now.
Yes, you are, but it's okay.
Yes.
We love you here.
Then it's
Oh man, bro.
Oh my god.
If you don't let my yams talk, it's almost Thanksgiving. Let her talk.
did the heart grow a little bit harder? Too much, too late, too far, too gone. And the heart really does get harder with time, guys. Like I feel like our heart is the softest and most open when we're kids and young and fragile.
Oh
And
my
then
god.
as we get older and no smarter, it's like we get older, no smarter, but our heart gets harder because our heart knows. Even
Mm.
won't learn the lesson.
Because
And
our
so our
heart know
heart
our real
gets
age,
harder.
huh? So is it that our heart knows our real age or real
I
time?
our I don't know if our heart I don't think our heart knows our age, but our heart is defined by its experiences
Right.
and suffers from our decisions and our mind.
Yeah.
Because you get wiser with your mind. Your heart can't really get wise. That's why you have to guard it because your heart's just your heart. It's just it is what it is. And
Wait.
so it's always going to be that way, but it will harden because we don't guard it, we don't get wiser.
Mm.
And so we keep making the same stupid mistakes,
Mm.
and it just has to defend itself in the only way it knows how, and it's to be harder. It can't be as open and stuff.
Mm.
But then she says, which is a juxtaposition, which is like comparing using two opposite things um together to mean something else. So like if I say, "Oh, that girl is my worst enemy. I love her." That's a juxtaposition because you expect me to say I hate her. Does that make sense? Great.
That makes sense.
So she says, "But wasn't it kind of wonderful? Wasn't it kind of wonderful, baby? Wasn't it kind of wonderful, wonderful?" And it's like, what's wonderful about this? And it's funny that you guys say that. I think it's the journey. The
Mm.
journey is kind of wonderful
Mm.
because it's crazy. Like when I look back on like my short life, and I'm like, man, those were some intense months. Just a couple months ago.
So much.
But they didn't feel that way. Like you don't know how long it's gonna be. You're just in it. And so I'm like, dang, those were some intense months. That was some intense years or whatever. And then you're out of it and you see how you got out of it and you see like the process of it and stuff like that. It's just like it's kind of beautifully tragic. It is kind of it, and if you break up the word, it's like wonderful. It's full of wonder.
Mm. It's full of wonder. So it's kind of like that bittersweet thing going on.
Yeah. I don't think
Yeah.
wonderful is always a good, great thing.
Correct.
I think being full of wonder is like, wow, whoa, you know,
What's going on? Like, what's
what's
happening?
this
Whoa.
combobulated? And I think as a society, we've not society, but the English language, we make it the connotation to be positive. But I think wonderful is it can be more neutral.
Full of wonder. Mm.
So, and then she says, you can trip, flip a switch, negative. break the circuit between us, but electricity lingers in our fingers.
Mm.
So
What
now
is
she's got science in it.
that? Electricity.
Now she's got science in it. She says you can trip, flip a switch negative. So you know when magnets are, whatever, like whatever. Flip a switch negative. You can break the circuit between us. So there's
Mm.
no magnetism happening or whatever. But yet and still, defying nature, electricity lingers in our fingers. And I think, and that's true.
Yeah.
I think that like when you have something so strong with someone that you shared and then it's over, you still feel the lingering like tingles. It may never spark again, but it's still that energy that, it's still in there.
It's like a pop rock.
Yeah. The memory. Um,
I, I I would just like to say, Yams could talk me to sleep anytime. You know,
Oh.
yeah. I mean, when she was talking about the lyrics, I wanted to see if she could just call me back when bedtime and just kind of say that same thing, just as I'm kind of falling asleep. You know, I get your eyes is dropping real low, right
uh-huh.
there. Then just
Oh
kind
my
of say the
God.
lyrics, just like that. That's
Is that a
that's
compliment?
I
yeah,
think that is.
that's the compliment. Sorry to interrupt. That's a compliment.
You're good. Now I want to do. I, I want to do it on purpose. You can burn every fuse and refuse. Turn your positive minus. Electricity lingers in our fingers. And now, a positive and a negative battery, when pulled together, will be attracted to one another. And that's love. Okay.
That's
So,
Yo,
Raquel coming in. That's Raquel. Raquel coming in.
huh?
this is
Raquel
crazy.
coming in the spot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But okay, so those are all the lyrics. It kind of repeats, but those are all the lyrics. So let me see if he'll let me play some of it now.
Those some good lyrics though.
Right?
Yeah, they just deep, deep.
Come on, baby. Play.
I might have to start listening to the lyrics now. These songs, I just be bobbing my head like, yeah, that sound good.
You should. Like lyrics are great. I
Yeah.
really like yes, melody is like so important, but I love lyricism. Why is it not playing? I'm gonna beat it up. Okay, I'll just sing it. Fudge. I really like her voice.
Yay, you gonna sing for us.
Yeah, I'm gonna sing for you all. Because he's not acting right.
Man, I feel like this is a treat right here.
I
Let
know,
me kick,
right?
let me kick
I'm
my
getting situated.
yeah. Let me lean back like I'm in the lounge like Slack. I'm gonna lean back. I'm at the lounge.
On the screen. Oh wait, I'm gonna play the preview and then I'll sing it. Hopefully it plays.
I'm
Please.
at
But
the
look at
lounge.
Slack though. Did you see his neck all the way back?
What's
Yo,
Slap doing?
Yeah, hold up. I ain't gonna let you just be alone with the
Oh my
accessories.
gosh, you about to get your recliner.
Yeah, yeah,
yo,
yeah.
y'all
Ready?
sound
Ready?
like y'all sound like humongous Igors.
Why is it all these
I
animals?
gotta. God damn, I
Look at
Like
can't
him.
see
Look
a
everything,
damn
at him.
thing.
But
everything.
look at Kool-Aid with these glasses on though.
I can't see it. I
He
can't
looks
see
like
a
he's
damn thing.
twerking.
I
He
can't see a
like he's
damn thing.
twerking at nighttime.
Right, talking about we sound
Hold up,
like
hold up.
Igor. Like,
All right, I can't wear them in the lounge no more. I can't
That's
see.
how you know you're showing
Yo,
your
Can't see
age.
nothing.
That's your age coming in. It's creeping in.
It got real dark.
That's that age.
y'all are slow. Y'all talking in slow mo, and you sound like real deep. Like your voice, y'all were chipmunks, and now y'all are like monsters.
I
Does it say
can't.
does it say 2G at the top of your phone? Does it say 2G? Do
I,
it say 2G, Dre?
I think you got like one bar left or something. Like
right.
Yeah,
maybe
that's
it's the antenna in your car because you're supposed to be home. That's what
yeah.
it's supposed to be.
All right. I think I got it, guys.
You got
Okay.
it.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Did the world get a little bit colder? No wiser, just a little bit older. So slow we were bound to fall over. That's it. That's it. That's it. Like you
Wait,
can't
my
put on.
eyes just closed. Wait a minute. I didn't. I feel like you need a replay because oh, geez, that was so soothing.
I know. Okay, I'm gonna let since I paused it, I'm gonna continue from there. But I just don't want to play it all together at once because I don't want us to get messed up.
I know, because then we're gonna get flagged.
Did the heart grow a little bit harder? Too much, too late, too far, too gone.
All right, so we can listen
It's
when you
not
get
it
when you get
sound
on
like
Spotify, you can listen to the whole or the audio. So go ahead.
it kind of sounds like it's chopped and screwed. It sounds like it's
It,
chopped and screwed a little bit.
That's because you and Slap are on the same frequency, so you need to go back in the other room. That's what that's.
right,
Let's go on it.
I'll sing some of it, okay?
All right.
But she's just so good. And what's crazy, I'm so sad. I can't wait for technology to like get even better because I have the perfect harmony that she needs in the song. But it's okay because when we meet, we're gonna do a live concert and I'll do the harmony for her.
Yes, you better speak that and manifesting. Let me hear you sing a little bit. Let me hear your pipes.
All right.
Mimi.
I hope let's see what this throat is doing post COVID.
Ooh, bro, let's hear it.
did, did the world get a little bit colder? No,
Go
I was a
ahead.
little bit older. So slow we're bound to fall over. Oh.
Sing it.
Did the world grow a little bit harder? Too much, too late, too far, too gone.
Mm.
Go ahead.
But what wonderful, wasn't it kind of wonderful, baby? Wasn't it kind of wonderful, wonderful? You can trip, flip a switch, negative, break the circuit between us. But electricity lingers in our fingers. Oh, you can burn every fuse, turn your positive minus. But electricity lingers in our fingers.
Mm.
Go ahead.
Mm.
That's
I
it.
love it. Oh, yes. Congratulations. And you're getting your voice back. I hear it. Oh, I'm so thankful that the healing, because that is your power. And I'm so thankful that you had some time to rejuvenate and heal. That's a wonderful song, Queen.
Thank you. I love it so much. I love this song.
So, what made you actually like pick this song?
So it's funny because now music, I realize that music comes to me when I need it. Just like how I'm going to be
Mm,
a person that gives music when people need it. I realized a couple years ago, music really, certain music, some music is just noise, too, but
I
you know,
agree.
just pushed by powerful people. But real music comes to me when I need it, and this song came to me, and I discovered this artist when I was really low. I was just really low. And when you're kind of in mental suffering, but someone gives you a point of view of suffering as a positive, because the only positive of suffering is that you become stronger.
Correct.
And I realized that I can't truly go through the same thing twice because
Mm,
it'll never impact me like the first time. So if I can get through this first time, you will never catch me. You know what I'm saying? Like I know dealing with like rejection, because that was like my thing that first spiraled me, it will never hit me like that again. It may hurt,
right.
that's, but I now understand the process of, just because you claim something doesn't mean that it's for you, and that it's actually, rejection is actually a wonderful thing,
Yes, it
because
is.
it shows that's not for you. So keep going.
Yeah, because something else is for you. Something else is coming. Something else is on its way, and you don't even have to worry about missing it because it actually has your name on it. You just got to make sure you see it when your name is being presented. So, yeah.
Yeah. So, and I didn't realize how important lyrics were to me until it's crazy. I get a lot of revelation from sadness. I think that's why God lets us go through sadness, because honestly, when you're in joy, you're not really learning a lot.
Okay.
You're just, yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? You're not really meant to. Joy is an emotion of happiness, and just, you know what I mean? You're just feeling it, you're just in it, but you're not really learning. I
Mm,
learned through sadness. I learned through test. And
okay.
I think that is the reason why God allows us to go through it, so that we grow.
Mm.
She also has a song name called Grow that's really, really good. So I'll do that some other time.
Yay,
But
maybe we can have that one for next week, maybe.
yeah, sure. Of the,
Yes.
but she when I'm going through sadness, lyrics tell me what I'm feeling, because I a lot of times I just know I'm not good, but I know how to like put it in words.
Yeah.
And this song told me what I was going through.
Mm. Mm. That's deep. So that's so okay. So that's kind of like me when it comes to music. Like music was my first love. Music is my first love. So music is my first love, and then even with words, words is my love language, or one of them anyway, So that's like really one of the things that I love, I thrive on, and it helps me to grow. So to even be around other-minded folks that share within the same, growth span, that's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing it with us and singing it and having your beautiful voice. So yes, let's give it up for Yams. Woo, 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 woo.
Okay.
So, is there anything else we need to share within our music space? Are we done with our
Kool-Aid
music?
to philosopher needs to say some philosophy.
Yes. Coming to the mic, Kool-Aid. Whoop, whoop.
I don't know. What I've been thinking about lately. Oh, you know, nothing nothing is really as big as we make it out to be. You know, no issue as that is as big as we make them out to be. You know, when you think about it, you know what I mean? Because any issue that arises, we usually make a make a mountain out of a molehill. You know what I'm saying? We make it way bigger, but in the grand scheme of things, we just these tiny little specks. on this big floating rock.
Hmm.
And you know,
Tiny
a lot
house.
of times when we have, issues and stuff that we're trying to deal with, it just seems so big. It seems like we're the only ones going through it, and it seems like it's such a big overwhelming thing. But in actuality, it's going to come to pass. You know, I kind of like to just make everything small, shrink every issue. It's never as big to me, as it seems. You know what I mean? I got away with just letting time go by, and seeing what happens on the other side, you know.
The journey.
So, yeah, the journey.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
yeah, that's all I got.
that's all you got. I love
Oh,
it. Yay, Kool-Aid. Before we close out in our amazing prayer, we have, since it is Wellness Wednesday, and we have 4 things to know. So make sure, again, when you come here, you bring some pens, some paper, even any audio that you would like to record, and just, keep something for later. So, one, trust and believe that you can too. If it's worth it, you can do it. You can do it so well that you can actually taste it in everything you do. Two, you're not stuck, nor are you falling apart. You're just merely becoming grounded within your whole entire standing or sitting. Three, however you started this day, end with a glass of water, although mine is empty because I just drank it. Smile and have something appetizing before you go to bed. And four, the 4.0 Air Force Shake sneakers are now available. They are $162.06. And half goes to me, and well, not even me, excuse me, to our wonderful organization. And the other half goes to the company who is distributing the great goods to your home. We have queen sizes from 5 all the way up to size 12. And they are the strawberry shake sneakers. So they are now available. So I just wanted to share that and always share some greatness with you all. And before we close out, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for joining us. If you are a part of here in our platform, make sure you subscribe. Then make sure you see where our yams and Kool-Aid and Slap are up to throughout the week. We a family here. So if that's it, all right, Slap, take us out in prayer.
Okay, let's pray. Gracious and Heavenly Father, we thank you for such a beautiful day that you've given us. Thank you for keeping all our loved ones and family safe from harm as we go on with the rest of our evening. And tomorrow we ask that you would get the glory out of our lives and that you would continue to bless us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Thank you so much for your love, for your hearts, for your support. And we will see you all again shortly. Peace, love, and always ashe.
Peace.